requires certification. Every step of the food chain demands the highest of standards, including the wardrobe.
We might look like we're dressed here for surgery, but we're actually coming to check out how Wagyu beef is aged. I'm here with Roy. What's with all the protective outfit?
ここは中も全て管理されてますんで、事前にきれいな白衣を着て、手をアルコールで消毒をして、帽子をかぶって髪の毛が入らないようにして、きっちりキープして中に入ります。そうすることによって中でも完全に管理された状況をキープできます。
It's like Jurassic Park.
Rocky Balboa would surely approve of beef aging gaining popularity in Japan. Previously only enjoyed fresh, Kobe beef can now be found aged for 22 days to boost its flavor. The aging process serves as a natural tenderizer of sorts, promising to multiply the meat umami factor.
いうような2つのタイプがありますね。オーストラリアのお肉、あとアメリカのお肉のように、もともとこの真空包装されて、で閉じられた径の中で自然熟成されていくと。ドライエイジングというのはこういうふうに枝を裸で吊るす。でファンでこういうふうに直接風を当ててどんどん水分を飛ばしていって旨味を凝縮させると。
The precise temperature, humidity, and air circulation controls combine to help natural enzymes break down the muscle fibers, rendering the meat more tender and flavorful. The controlled rotting allows a crust of mold to develop on the outside, sealing the meat and protecting it from further deterioration.
You know, I'm not afraid to admit it. I've had my fair share of Argentinians, Australians, Americans, and they all claim to be the best. But I think my sizzling day in Japan tonight might just topple more.
In downtown Kobe lies a top restaurant with the official seal of authenticity. If it's good enough for an Arab prince, it's good enough for me. Their business is beef, and the delicate local red meat is popularly served here in two ways. Thin slices steamed in a bamboo box of fresh vegetables leave the full flavor wholly intact. This is for connoisseurs who love their beef neat. For my maiden taste of the beloved Kobe cattle, the chef has something else planned.
I think it's safe to say that I've never seen more beautiful pieces of beef in my life. They look almost like marble sculpture rather than pieces of meat. And I'm here with Atsusawa-san. What cuts do we have here?
こちらまずサーロインという部位です。もうこっちの部分ですね。で、こちらの部分が牛でいうもも、人間でいうお尻の部分ですね。で、こちらは火打ちというちょっとももの付け根の方の部分でございます。
Different beef parts are prepared in different ways. Teppanyaki style, however, is a popular and fail-safe option. And I'm sold at the thought of a juicy steak sizzling away on the iron grill.
It's interesting because the trend in the West is to increasingly have beef with less and less fat in it, almost entirely muscle. And what I see in front of me is almost the direct opposite. What do you think about that?
この油が旨味ということで、この油の質でこの霜降りですよね、サシが入ってると思うんですけども、その油の質で下がっているというか、それが神戸ビーフは日本でもすごく優れているということで、それを生かした料理を考えております。
I make little attempt to keep him any longer from cooking. Joining me on my beautiful beef encounter is a chef of traditional Japanese cuisine from Osaka. He prepares me for my first taste of Kobe beef. I'm quickly distracted by the sound of unsaturated fat crackling on a scorching surface. Much like preparing tuna steaks, the surface must be piping hot. In 120 seconds, each surface of the beef is perfectly seared. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside, sealing the flavor and all its bovine goodness.
やっぱりお肉が美味しいとそんなに僕らが手をかけることは比較的しない方がお肉は生きてきます。ですので焼く、蒸す、比較的簡単な料理でお肉の味を引き出してあげることを心がけるようにはしております。
As tantalizing as the colourful variety of condiments are, I'm also keeping it vanilla and having my Kobe beef au naturel.
It's almost you've turned up the volume of the flavour of the beef. It tastes more like beef than beef in a very strange way.
As Hayakawa-san and I savour each succulent bite of our sampling portions, Chef unleashes the beast for our main course. A prize-winning A5 beef marbling standard 12 specimen. Kobe beef does not get any better than this. On top of it being the ultimate grade, we're also treated to the most expensive cut. The modest 150-gram of sirloin steak goes for at least a beefy $150 at uptown establishments.
まず見て美しいですね。見るからに美味しそうってお肉の方が言ってきます。
It's totally different from the previous grade. I know it's not so great higher, but the first thing you notice is it's unbelievably tender. It's like biting onto a piece of butter that's shaped like beef. Coming from the UK, the land of roast beef, you might think I'd be a little bit skeptical about flying to the other side of the world to try supposedly the planet's best steak. But I don't really think about it like steak. It's got this sky-high fat content and really quite ridiculous level of richness that makes it much more similar to something like pate or foie gras. Not necessarily to everyone's taste, but if you like that kind of thing, it's amazing.